All right, welcome back everyone for another deep dive. You know how this works. We take a look at some interesting stuff about a new place and hopefully learn a thing or two along the way. And this time we're heading to Spain.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, so when you think of Spain, you probably think, I don't know, sunny beaches, siestas, maybe some tapas, right?
Yeah.
But we're going to try to go a bit beyond that today. We dug into some really interesting sources on Spain, and, we're going to see what we can dig up. Ready to maybe see Spain in a whole new light.
I think so, yeah. I mean, Spain's got a lot more going on than just, beaches and sangria.
Exactly. So, to kick things off, let's talk food. Do you know that Spain is home to the oldest restaurant in the world?
The oldest restaurant in the world. Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's called Sobrino de Botín, and it's been opened in Madrid since 1725. Can you imagine that? Almost 300 years of history right there.
That's wild. 1725, that's like before the United States even existed. What kind of food did they serve?
Well, they're known for traditional Spanish cuisine. Apparently, Ernest Hemingway was a big fan of the place.
Hemingway? Really? What did he eat there?
Well, from what I hear, he loved their roast suckling pig and the Castilian soup. It's still super popular today. I mean, if it's good enough for Hemingway, it's got to be pretty good, right?
I guess you've got a point there. So Spain's got the oldest restaurant in the world. What else have you got for me?
Okay, so we've got old restaurants. How about another Spanish classic? Olive oil. Now, most people probably think of Italy when they think of olive oil. But guess what? Spain actually produces almost half of the world's olive oil.
Really? Half? I had no idea.
Yep. Most of it comes from the Andalusia region, where they have just massive olive groves. It's pretty amazing.
Wow, that's a lot of olive oil. So we've covered food, but Spain is obviously a lot more than just what they eat, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, their culture is so vibrant, it's full of these quirky traditions that you just don't find anywhere else.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, for starters, how about their national anthem? It has no lyrics.
No lyrics. Wait, what? Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. It's called La Marcha Real, and it's one of the few national anthems in the world that's completely instrumental.
That's so strange. Why is that?
You know, no one knows for sure. Some people think it might have something to do with its origins as a military march. Others say it could be because of Spain's diverse linguistic heritage. I mean, imagine trying to pick a single language for a national anthem in a country with so many different languages and dialects.
Yeah, that would be tricky. It kind of makes you wonder how they all experience national pride during sporting events and stuff without singing along.
Right. But then, on the other hand, you have things like La Tomatina. Have you heard of that one?
La Tomatina. Rings a bell. Is that the one with the tomatoes?
Yes. It's a massive tomato throwing festival in Buñol. Basically, tens of thousands of people just get together and have a giant food fight with tomatoes. It's insane.
That sounds like absolute chaos. But fun chaos, I guess.
It definitely looks like it. And then you've got El Calacho, which is a bit more, unique. It's this tradition where men dressed as devils jump over babies who are lying on mattresses.
Wait, they jump over babies. Why?
Yeah, it's an old tradition that's supposed to cleanse the babies and ward off evil spirits. It's pretty bizarre to watch, but it's an important part of their culture.
Yeah.
I guess it just goes to show you how diverse Spain is, right?
Totally. You've got tomato fights on one hand and devil jumping on the other. It's like they've got it all. So, besides food fights and interesting baby rituals, what else makes Spain special?
Well, how about literature? Spain is the birthplace of the first modern novel, Don Quixote, written by Miguel de Cervantes.
Don Quixote, yeah. I've heard of it, but I'll admit I haven't read it. What's it about?
Well, it's about this guy, Don Quixote, who's obsessed with chivalry and goes on all these crazy adventures. He's always tilting at windmills, thinking they're giant.
Tilting at windmills? That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's become a kind of idiom, hasn't it? But the book is more than just a funny story. It's actually considered a masterpiece of Western literature. And, that literary tradition is still going strong. Spain has produced some amazing writers over the years.
Yeah, that makes sense. Spain has a history that's rich in storytelling. I know they've got a ton of UNESCO World Heritage sites, too.
Oh, tons. Second only to Italy, in fact. Places like the Alhambra, the Sagrada Familia, the Camino de Santiago, they're all incredibly beautiful and historically significant. It's no wonder Spain's such a popular tourist destination.
Yeah, you're right. They've got something for everyone. Okay, but before we wrap up, you mentioned some unexpected facts about Spain. I'm curious. What do you have?
Okay, you ready for this? Public nudity is legal in most of the country.
Wait, seriously? Like, anywhere?
Not anywhere. But there are designated nudist beaches all along the coastline. Pretty big part of their culture, actually.
Wow, that's definitely not something I expected. What else?
Okay, last one. And this one might surprise you even more. Spain invented the stapler.
The stapler? You're kidding, right?
Nope, I'm serious. Apparently, the first stapler was created in the 18th century for King Louis XV of France.
Huh. We learn something new every day.
So there you have it. Spain, a land of olive groves, tomato fights, nudist beaches, and staplers. Who knew, right?
Definitely not me. That was a wild ride.
It really was. So tell me, after all that, what surprised you the most about Spain? And what would you want to see or experience if you were to go there? Let us know in the comments. And as always, thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Until next time.